you all for coming out here and supporting Manchester Party. It's really important to talk to the locals. I really had the honor and privilege of serving my community for the last 10 years, first 3 in Ledyard as town councilor, and the last 7 in the state legislature in my 4th term. And in that time, I've been asked to consider running for Congress a number of times. When we talk about what did we observe last summer? What we observed last summer during the 2020 election, I'll tell you, when you agree or disagree with the federal government giving cash to people who were affected by COVID and out of work, the mere fact that Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats held that up for political reasons, which she acknowledged and admitted to after the election, is not what our government is supposed to do. That is not what they're supposed to do to serve the people. And that really changed my calculus in taking a look at this. I spent about 3 months exploring the run, and I was even surprised by things, 2 basic things. One was, people think that Joe Courtney's a moderate. The voting record doesn't match that. He may have been a moderate 14 years ago, 16 years ago, but when you have 100% alignment with Nancy Pelosi and 94% with AOC, that is not a moderate. Unfortunately, we have not had candidates that have run, at least for the last 4 cycles, that have really done a job of bringing forward a fight against Joe Courtney. We effectively haven't tried as a party to take him out. And so we have not carried forward a message to who the real Joe Courtney is. He wanders around the district, veterans love him, farmers love him, everybody loves him because he shows up to their events. And he brings money into the district for electric vote. But when he goes down to DC, he votes against their interests. The challenge is, we just don't know that. So I have that in front of me, knowing that this is what's ahead of me. We have right now we're making our engagement with over 200,000 swing voters, unaffiliated voters already. We've identified those voters and carrying that message forward. The second thing they say is unbeatable. I've already dealt with, we haven't really tried. But when you look at local elections and you look at statewide elections since 14, top of the ticket, Foley, Trump, and Bob Stefanowski. Eastern Connecticut, bright red. The 2nd district has gone strong red. If you look at the legislative level, when Doug Dubinsky and I got elected in 2014, we have added Republican legislators each cycle. You look at the local elections. Norwich flipped in 15, Montville in 17, Enfield is flipped. You look at Killingly, Plainfield, you see town after town that the Democrats have controlled for years have gone Republican. And even when they come back, they don't flip back all the way, they go to the middle. That's an opportunity, taking advantage of that here in Manchester and not taking the low side of 4-5 and going 5-4. The opportunity is there. It can be done. We have evidence of it in Eastern Connecticut where that has been done, and it takes the work and the effort and the support of all the people like you that are out here to do it. They've already talked about it. It is key. The municipal cycle is key. It is not 2 separate elections, but it is key to success next year. The strength of a municipal election cannot be understated because it lays the foundation for, 1, where you get your candidates for next year for the legislature, but 2, the energy that's within the party. When you show strong action as Republicans in Manchester, that will carry forward to next year, and people will start to believe in the party in Manchester, and that carries forward and will help your legislative races, it will help your statewide races, it will help at the federal level as well. Stay engaged, do everything you can, make phone calls, write letters to the editor, get engaged with the race this year because it does lay the foundation for next year, for the success we will have next year. And Joe Biden and the Democrats in Washington are only helping that cause because they're going the wrong direction, acting counter to the interests of the American people, and the American people have had enough, and it starts this year. Thank you very much.